there we go. We're going to Grayson County, Texas. Would you do this deal? 6.19 acres. Accepted offer price $175,000. Thinks you could sell it for $285,000. Yes, access. Yes, affordable. He says yes, adjacent, commercially zoned, highway visible, water and power available, acreage, trees, flat, buildable, hour and a half to Dallas, and they're alive. Cool. These are the 6A's. This is perfect.
Jeez.
Owner bought the property 20 years ago, intending to put a hospital on it. He ended up putting it in a larger town to the south.
My question, honestly, is access here.
Yeah, well, right there.
Is this access?
Is there a guardrail?
Because this is very residential neighborhood. See, this is what's going on across the street here.
Mm-hmm.
They've got access here
And
access here. So
they do. This is a Texas-Dallas thing. Dallas.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I don't know if it's
service
all
road.
Texas, but yeah,
Oh, there
these
we go.
frontage roads
Jesus,
like run
greatest
all over
this
the
is the
place.
greatest access ever.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
Okay, so I just need
comes
to
down
make the
money
math.
now, yeah. I love this deal.
That's it. So you said zone commercial? Okay. So what's your LoopNet numbers? Is your 285 a LoopNet number, and or have you talked to anybody, a commercial person in that area? Because that would be my first phone call.
Me too.
Got it. 'Cause maybe it's worth more.
I bet it is. 40 acres of ag, 1.1 million. How big
15,
is this?
15, we're 6 acres.
15 acres commercial. So
This
this is a
tough.
really unique property, and it's
Yeah.
tough to value this the way that we usually value it. You need a commercial person who's got a lot of commercial experience.
Can you open that up, even though it doesn't have a photo in
I
there?
think we should look at more than land here.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Can you get a sun smaller?
Talk to these people.
Mm-hmm. This is where I would, this is my next call, Doug. So it's get a signed purchase agreement if you don't have one in your hand. I might even open escrow because I can always back out later. Just get it started. Just get an escrow number, lock it
Yeah.
in. Then start calling these commercial brokers because that's who's going to sell this for you anyway. This is not the kind of property I'm going to put on a Facebook marketplace and expect to sell it. Maybe TikTok, maybe. Just kidding. But this is not that kind of a thing. So
This is a stand-up triple, most likely.
yeah,
Maybe a home run. I would get this under contract. I would get off this call. If you don't have this under contract, then get it under contract.
2 hours later in Texas. Okay, so
tomorrow
get up
morning.
early tomorrow morning. Or an hour later. It's 4:30 in Texas. They may not jump up and down, but
It's a great piece of dirt and a great opportunity. And now it just becomes digging around to find something wrong with the land.
Mhm.
This is what makes it so interesting because somebody already saw the value of the location. I would buy this all day. I would buy this almost just to see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. That's the new Dollar General location for that area
Or
or
whatever.
something.
Yeah, great deal. Great way to start up a call too.
Yeah.
Doug, if you need any help with this, let us know. Joe will gladly help you.
I'll write that check. We have a would you do this deal? Putnam County, Florida. Offer price. I like this. Patsy offered $6,254.15 and then knocked it down to $5,000. I like that. So that's where they're at. Thinks she can get 20. It's 1.48 acres, located in Ashley Lake Plantation. Some vacant lots are adjacent. This is not that bad for Florida.
No, it's good.
I'm actually liking this.
I like
It's not like
Putnam
just
County.
it's not like one little lot in a sea of with all these lots where there's nothing. So this is good.
It's like somebody said in Career Path, north of Orlando is you're better off,
Cool.
wetland wise.
Okay. Let's see. 2 Mile Pond, mainly vacant residential lot with an old concrete slab on it. Oh, a septic tank and a well. This is all great. This is like bonus.
Mm-hmm.
They're alive. Seller needs to sell ASAP for it's put into tax sale auction. I love these. Wow. Okay, so what are the back taxes?
Yeah, there's back taxes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Currently it's only 281. Is it 281 total or per year? You want to make sure. Call them because sometimes they don't know to go, oh, I'm sorry, you mean more than owed for 2022? Like, yeah, I need to know all the years, together. Hopefully that might be all of it.
There's no HOA.
No HOA. Waiting to know if there's any outstanding tax certificates.
Even
It's
if it
outside the
is,
flood zone.
even if if they haven't paid tax, they bought the property in 2015. I'm getting a little ahead, but there's not a lot of back taxes if they're 281 a year.
That's good. That's true. Will you scroll down the rest of the stuff she put in there? Probably sold at a tax deed sale and then resold using a quick claim deed. Is that how she got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's some comps. Sheesh. Thank you, Patsy.
Nice
Patsy's
work.
doing her homework here.
How big is it?
Patsy deserves to be with Sam and I in Land Academy ladies that we're bringing back. I like how you roll. It's I forgot 1.5 acres. I'm not right now, Patsy, looking for something wrong.
Me too.
I would totally buy it.
Let's just see though. Let's just see. These are sold properties. These numbers are looking. There's numbers are supporting it. I'm trying to find the exact spot. 700 foot structure on it too. That's just a strange case. I would
That
buy
could
this.
not be real.
I would buy this.
I would too. Hey, for $5,000.
5 for 5, probably sell for 15 is a little bit more realistic. In this screenshot, there's 26 properties sold, and you've got 4 active. 18 is the lowest. I would buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because it's got the utilities on it. If it was just vacant,
Oh, total. Good.
you're going to have to deal with. It's going to be tough to get title insurance on this, so you're going to have to provide a discount for that. But you have the story down.
Mm-hmm.
2021, 19, 18. Oh, it's cleared. This is 16, 15, 12,
I do kind of see something in the back left.
11 here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other guys on the other side there. Yeah.
There it is.
Now, is that just a pad though? There might have been something there. That's flipping cool.
1999 when Joe's in high school. Oh yeah, you can. There's something there,
That's what I think.
and that's 2021.
This is cool.
I would
You
buy it.
know, one of the things too, which is great, I would do this soon, Patsy. Pay a couple $100, have someone go out there and get some pictures and get your drone stuff and everything. Because it's going to help you feel great about it, you know, or not, just to make sure, like, oh, you know. But I think you're going to love it. And then now you got that out of the way too. So that's super cool. Good job. Would you do this deal? Greene County, Georgia, 5.22 acres. We have access, affordable, alive. Nope.
No?
Hold on a moment. The husband passed on. The land is in an estate trust, but the wife is alive and wants to sell. We need to double check in Georgia. If it's an automatic thing, the wife may or may not know.
If it's in a trust, yeah, that's what it is.
She may or may not know, so that's okay. That's a helper with a phone call to her attorney, who can help her with this. And by the way, the attorney, if you're going to get the attorney involved in this, by the way, ask if the attorney can close a deal for you, because that would be cool, and they would like that.
And if the estate has any money left in it, to pay him or her.
Oh, that's a good idea. There you go. So, all right. Purchase price $10,500. Thinks we could sell it for $35,500. Large piece. I'm already worried. I see there's a power line running through the western side of the property. Is that a deal breaker or a bargaining chip? I have 3 things so far at me right now, Joshua. So I'm just telling you, I'm reaching for my FIFA cards. I'm holding both of them right now.
So I pull this up just so you know what goes on in the mind of an old crusty man. I pull this up and I see that this is all built around really good, built up properties everywhere, a couple of vacant lots. That's okay. Great access. What's wrong with this property? Why is it still like this? Because it looks great and the price looks great.
The only thing
So the
that's
question is, now we're going to dig deep and we're going to find out what's wrong.
at least is better than that one.
Floodplain's okay. What I hope the answer is it just leftover because this guy was older and his wife now has it and they just want to get rid of it? If that's the case, I'm in.
Oh,
I don't
no.
think that's the case at all.
Now I'm holding one FIFA card right now. And I will show it in a minute.
The answer is this. So the question you have to ask yourself is, a lot of this property is in this easement where you will own and pay for infinitely as the end user of this, the right to look at that.
Hey, will you check the legal? Just to make sure there's nothing funky in there.
That's the bad news. The good news is you got a bunch of usable property here. A lot of it, actually. A ton of usable property here. So maybe Mrs. Widow, you can pull a Sam here and say, you know, I thought it was worth $10,000, but really we're buying half the property because this is all in an easement. So what do you
How
say,
about we do
$5,000? We call it a day.
Ironically, they paid $4,600 for it.
There you go. We toggle back.
When
to
was
the
that?
$2,000.
Toggle. There we go. And there
There
it
you
They
is.
tried to sell it and
But
couldn't.
look at It was him. What's the deal here? He put it from his name to his name.
Probably the trust.
Oh, that was probably it. I love it. You're like, well, the mail hit.
Mhm.
He's like,
What
I'm
I'm
gonna go
doing
run errands. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Trying to find what these value of these houses are just to get a gauge. 179,000 in 2016. I would buy
Not
this. I would buy it.
For 5.
Period.
Should buy it for 10?
Yeah, I would buy it for 10, but I'd try to get it for 5 because of the easement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hold on a moment. Don't forget, we're not even sure we could transfer it.
Well, we don't know if we can transfer it, and honestly, you don't know if it's usable because now you've got a pretty narrow piece of dirt, and I'm not sure. It looks like it's okay just looking at it. Like this is usable because this is usable and this is usable. You just need to confirm all this. Sid, this is look at what Sid Dean writes here. He was on.
Got a hate call and a signed contract all on the same day.
That's just how it is.
What a business. Isn't that great? I swear, when the hate calls come in, I'm like, yeah, we priced it right. All right, sit tight.
Yeah, I got a couple validation calls where they're like, you offered me like a third of what it's worth. And it's like, perfect.
Yep,
What I was
great.
aiming for.
Totally. Like, woo. Edgefield County, South Carolina, 0.65 acres. Accepted offer price, $500. Offered thinking they would pass, but they accepted. I love it when that happens. You're like, you know what? Okay, fine. You like, they won't get off your phone. They're just like, what would you give me? Like, fine, $500. So it's like, I'll take it. And you're like,
Damn.
well, shucks. Now do I even want it for $500? So, okay, this is good.
Yikes. This is an example, Joe. Perfect.
Oh yeah,
Perfect example.
This is where you.
I'm gonna screenshot this. This is the screenshot of the week right here.
This is would you pay $500 for this? You're like, I actually don't know. I might not. Like, I'd rather go out to dinner than to deal with this. Because what am I going to do? Now it's in my inventory. Great. It's out off their plate. Now it's mine. And do I want to go through all the motions and then trying to sell this? This is hilarious. So if you can't see, it's like the
Look at the
wetland,
structure.
the wetland stuff there, but there's a dip there. It's not out there. Isn't that funny? Okay, so here's a scoop. I made an offer on the property, hoping the neighbors to the left, right, or in front of it would buy it for $2,000. County doesn't care about building on wetlands, but an alternative septic system would be needed. It oddly meets the setback requirements as well. I know it's a low value property, but I'm wondering, what do you guys typically do with cheaper leftover property?
And he's right though. These properties are all right in the flood zone. Like not a flood zone, the floodway.
Yeah.
They're in the river.
Yeah. Maybe are they built up? They've got to be built up.
Houses.
I might change my answer here.
It's South Carolina, North Augusta. This is hilarious.
I just changed my answer. I would buy this for $500 all day. I don't know what's going on. Like this is a utility box in a regulatory floodway.
Oh,
I would buy it. I'd put a sign on it.
$2,500.
Mm-hmm.
These are not cheap. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks less. Look at that.
Lot that paid $5,000 in 1985. The property was built in 2002.
For that one. Wow.
The house across the street is worth $100,000 in 1986. The one next to it.
That
These
was a
people have
dirt.
lived there for a long time.
They don't move.
I would buy this. This is how you accumulate wealth.
Yeah. Okay.
$365,000 in 2021. And you're going to buy the infill lot across the street for $500. Welcome to Land Academy.
You know what? We all know, well, $500. What do you got to lose?
That's what I think.
Yeah. All right.
Title's going to be more than the title amount cost to get the deal done will cost more than the actual piece of property
And you can say, I own a ½ acre in North Augusta.
on the water.
Uh-huh.
And I would have a serious Jill type conversation with the county about usability. Like, look, these houses were built that are adjacent to it in 2002. Jeez,
Wow.
they built right in a floodway.
That's how you avoid the HOA. Don't let them see what's going on back there. That's awesome.
All kidding aside, check use, because this could just be a 2-year problem for you. This one lot that never will sell. We have
It's a hobby.
We have several of those.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.